Hillary Clinton told Chris Wallace on Fox News Sunday, if you did not hear it, I want you to listen closely and I'll get you to react next.
As other members of families who lost loved ones have said, that's not what they heard. I don't hold any ill feeling for someone who in that moment may not fully recall everything that was or wasn't said.
That last part, sir, may not fully recall everything that was or was not said. What do you think of that?
Well, there are two options. One is either Mrs. Clinton is lying, or else she has a bad memory because of her age or her head injury that she suffered. As far as memory, I keep this little book, and I've shown this to the public many times. I jokingly say I keep my brains in my pocket, and I write down the important things that happen each day. And I've been doing this for many years. And what I have written down here, this is verbatim that was written down soon after she spoke it. And here it is. I gave Hillary a hug and shook her hand, and she said, "We are going to have the filmmaker arrested who was responsible for the death of my son." Now that has nothing to do with my memory. This is just a contemporaneous writing.
What day was that, sir? Was that on the Saturday at the memorial service?
No, actually, I have a whole page, and it was written down. Basically, the pages were full. It's written down on the Saturday. It doesn't necessarily mean it was on Saturday. It's just that the page was full.
But what Secretary Clinton said with Chris Wallace is that you have to look at everything she said.
Okay,
is that fair?
Yes, and I think that you should look at everything she said. She made this statement not only to me, but to other family members. Also, a half hour after this happened, when they had the casket ceremony, she also lied to the American public because she said, and these are her words as best as I can recall, rage was directed at American embassies as a result of that awful video that we were not responsible for. So she said basically the same thing in private to the families that were grieving, and then a half hour later she said basically the same thing as far as causation to the American public.
Just to be clear on this, that you believe when she spoke to you that the reason your son died was because of a video. That's what you're saying to this day, correct?
That's what was written down immediately afterwards. That is my recollection as well as what was written down. And like I say, it was confirmed by what was said to other family members as well as what was said on TV at the casket ceremony. She stood in front of my son's casket and blamed the rage directed at American embassies upon the video that she said we had no part of.
Charles Woods, thank you for your time out of Portland, Oregon today.